Hello children, welcome for today's biology class. So today we are going to study the chapter locomotion and movement. So today we are going to cover structure of contractile proteins and mechanism of muscle contraction. So first let us study regarding the structure of contractile proteins. Actin filament, it is the thin filament. It is made up of two filamentous actins. They are coiled around each other, and each this filamentous actin is made up of globular actins. Okay, the globular actins, can you see here in the diagram, this globular actins, no, together it forms the filamentous actin. Then two filaments, no, upon called tropomyosin also run over this filamentous axis throughout its length. And the troponin, can you see here, so it is run over here throughout the length. This is no tropomyosin. So over the tropomyosin you can see some places troponin, and this troponin, what does it do? It is a complex protein. It is found at regular intervals on the tropomyosin, and this one, it masks the active sites. So where the active binding sites of myosin, in this place only myosin can bind, and that place, no, it was concealed by the troponin. The troponin, it conceals the active myosin binding sites. So now let us study regarding myosin filament. Myosin filament is the thick filament. So it is also made up of so many monomers called as meromyosin. Each meromyosin has two important portions, that is globular head and tail. Okay, so and the globular head you call that as heavy meromyosin, and the tail portion you call that as light meromyosin. Okay, so here now let us see the diagram. This is the head portion and this is the tail portion. So here, so all this myosin filament, no, it has been arranged together as a bundle. This is one thin filament and this is the thick filament. So how you see here, the myosin head, it binds when it is exposed, when the troponin is removed, so then automatically the active site will be exposed. Then the myosin head, it binds here. The mechanism of muscle contraction, it was explained by the sliding filament theory. So according to this theory, what do they tell? This theory, the sliding of thin filament over thick filament occurs. So that's why we are calling this a sliding filament theory. So let us study step by step. Acetylcholine is a neurotransmitter. It is released at the junction of motor neuron and muscle fiber. It generates action potential on the sarcolemma. Okay, the action potential produced, it spread throughout the muscle fiber and it causes the release of calcium ions into the sarcoplasm. So this increase in the calcium ions, what do they do? It binds with troponin. Already we studied this troponin. It masks the active binding sites of myosin. So here when the troponin is exposed, now the head, it can come and attach along with this actin. So then the cross bridge formation occurs. Okay, so the calcium ions, so when it is released, it comes and combine, and it actually the binding sites, active sites, myosin binding sites, it has been exposed here. So this action potential, already we studied, it causes the depolarization and results in the release of calcium. Now the binding sites are exposed. Now the myosin head, it comes and combine. Okay, so then the power stroke occurs, the filaments slide and pass over one another. Okay, then later when it has to be stopped the movement, the ATP, it binds to the myosin and causing the release of actin from it. So this is the step. The myosin head, the thick filament, it attaches to actin. This is the working stroke. So here the final stroke, that is ATP, when it comes and combine, attaches to myosin head, it causes it to detach from the actin filament. Okay, so once again it coming back and the cycle, it can be repeated. In case in death, there is no ATP production and the cycle, it stops here. So this one you call that as rigor mortis. Okay, the myosin, it remains as such in the position. So when until the ATP molecule when comes and combine, so then only it can be released. Otherwise it will remain in this position only. So it occurs during death. During death, that there won't be no ATP production. The cycle stops here itself. So this is the relaxed one. Can you see? This is myosin filament and myosin filament, and this is actin. What is given red color is actin filament, and this is no myosin filament. So here you can see no the actin filament, it slides one upon another. So during muscle contraction. So this is relaxed condition. This is little bit contraction started. Here fully contracted muscle. The actin filaments just know they are sliding upon each other, and you cannot see the H zone. H zone what you can see more in relaxed condition. When the contraction starts, it is reduced. Now we cannot see any H zone as it is now fully contracted. Okay, so this is the sliding filament theory, children. So today we are concluding up to this. We will meet in the next class.